2 of the NFL season is in the books, and guess what? Week 1 waiver wires, we were right. Harold Fenton Jr., Alik Almanor, and much, much more. Today, I think week 1 we only had 6, 7 names to talk about. A lot more clarity. We got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names to talk about today, and I'm excited about a lot of these guys. Some of these guys came from left field. We should have seen it coming, but these guys can be league winners. A lot of injuries, a lot of guys that are going to have a role moving forward. Name number 1, we actually have a couple repeat names from next week. If you didn't pick them up, now's the chance. Name 1, you're looking at him right now. Alik Almanor, Mason Dodd from Flock Fantasy. Nice enough to let us use this tool. Show it off to you boys. Go check it out for free on flockfantasy.com, and you can subscribe to his website. Alik Almanor, take a look. Week 1, oh, it's not good, only 3 points. That's what the sheep were thinking, right? But take a look. He had 7 targets in week 1 in a tough matchup versus the Broncos. Only brought in 2 of them, but I don't care about the receptions when you're a young player like this, 4th round draft pick from Stanford. 7 targets ain't bad. I said, Adam, my favorite ad from week 1 was him. Comes out, 6 targets again. You're like, oh, less targets. But this time he was actually more effective. He brought in 4 of them for 60 yards and a touchdown catch. He tied with Calvin Ridley in week 2 for targets from his team. So Alik Almanor, I mean, I'm comfortable saying he is the wide receiver 2 for the Titans. If not, a chance to take away the wide receiver 1 role from Calvin Ridley. Now, I don't expect that to happen, but you have a young rookie quarterback and a young rookie wide receiver. The connection seems to be there for these 2 guys. Looking at how much he's currently rostered at in leagues, he's only rostered in 8% of leagues, even after week 1, when I told you he was my favorite waiver wire addition. So add Alik Almanor before it is too late. Next name we'll go to, this is a more realistic one, but it's not really as exciting in my eyes. Romeo Doubs. He's going to have, he'll be more consistent. He's more safe. You probably can start him and trust him in your lineup for flex plays. However, I feel like the upside's not as high. Why do I say all this? Why do I tell you to add him? Well, he's rostered in 20% of leagues, and the main reason you add him is because of the Jaden Reed injury. Jaden Reed's going to be out for a month or 2, it sounds like. He's got the broken shoulder, whatever it is. He's also dealing with the fractured foot, which, I mean, it might be a good thing. Might give him time to rest that foot up, get it healed. But looking at Romeo Doubs, he has 9 targets on the season compared to Matthew Golden, the current wide receiver 1, who only has 4 targets through 2 weeks. So this it screams that Romeo Doubs will be the wide receiver 1 for this offense for the near-term future. Now, Matthew Golden's going to expand his role. Tucker Kraft might be the one really getting the bulk of the targets, but you're going to have a wide receiver on the outside. It's going to be Romeo Doubs, and he is a downfield type threat. You can see his yards per target in week 1 was 17 yards per target. Pretty high number. 4 targets week 1, 5 targets week 2. I think we could see him in the 6, 7 target range moving forward. Keep in mind, I'm not too excited about Doubs also because the Packers offense is so good that they might be ahead in a lot of games. The defense is going to hold opponents to a low amount of points, and Josh Jacobs might be able to just ground and pound. And the passing volume might not be there, but Doubs should be wavered. This is probably one of the best waiver wire ads of week number 3. It is slot god himself, Wan'Dale Robinson. Who could have seen this coming? Wan'Dale Robinson, week 1, 11.5 fantasy points. You're thinking to yourself, it's solid. He had 8 targets, 6 catches, 55 yards. Oh, he's back to doing his slot god things. Short yard catches. Brings in a massive 40-yard bomb from Russell Wilson. Massive, massive play. Has the touchdown in week 2. The Giants defense was torched. Russell Wilson looks like a beast. 10 targets, 8 catches, 142 yards. The best receiving game of Wan'Dale Robinson's career. Now, he is rostered in 30% of your leagues, depending how deep your league is. He might not even be available on waivers. I know he's not in my leagues. But 30% of leagues, that's a number that doesn't lie. If you can add Wan'Dale Robinson, I definitely would. If he's going to be utilized as maybe catching passes past past 10 yards, you can see his yards per target in week 2 was 14.2 compared to week 1 of only 6.9, which is a bit more what we're used to. 14.2 yards per target. If we can expect that, which I don't know if we can, but if we can, I mean, this is somebody that he can turn some heads. Next name up is going to be the deepest stash of this video, Isaac Tesla. I said coming into this year that he's my favorite dynasty player. Trade for him, draft him, blah, blah, blah. So I was right. But beyond that, I don't know how relevant he's going to be this year for redraft leagues. I said that too. I said, listen, he's probably not going to be good this year for redraft leagues. And I'm also right about that. His snap percentage was down. Week 1, only 5% of snaps. Don't have the data yet for week 2, but he's not out there. He's not out there with the guys. I saw him out there more week 2 than week 1, probably because he was sick coming into the week 1 game. And Isaac Tesla makes a big catch before halftime. Week 1, 1 target, 1 touchdown. Insane catch. Week 2, 1 target, 1 catch, insane one-handed play that led to a touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown with no time left on the clock before the half ended. So Isaac Tesla just keeps building and building and earning trust. Now, Jamison Williams is having a hard time getting targets. So is Sam Laporta. So I don't know if there's enough meat on the bone for Tesla to be insane. But this guy is very, very talented. He's not rostered in any leagues. 6% at least he's rostered in. So, I mean, this is somebody you got to start thinking about, man. At some point, if there's an injury, if there's something, he's going to get more involved. And he's just so talented. It's hard to keep him off my roster. Harold Fannin Jr. He's the real deal. He is the real deal. 9 targets week 1, only 5 week 2, but he brings them all in. This guy put up, 14 points week 1, 10 points in week 2. He outscored David Njoku in both these weeks. Out-targeted David Njoku in both these weeks. I mean, this is good. I'm starting. I mean, the Green Bay Packers is a very tough matchup for Joe Flacco, but it looks like Flacco and Fannin have something going, and it looks like Fannin is the real deal. I'm spending a lot of FAAB if you haven't already, but Harold Fannin Jr. is rostered in 28% of leagues. Go get this guy. He can be a very relevant option at the tight end position, which is notoriously weak. Another tight end, don't forget about Isaiah Likely. Mark Andrews has 1 catch, I think, all year. Mark Andrews is irrelevant. Surprisingly so. I thought with, Likely's out, Mark Andrews will be a stud. Mark Andrews was out there dropping some red zone targets. It's good that he got the red zone targets, but he was trash. Absolutely terrible, not involved at all. Isaiah Likely, in theory, should be somebody that bolsters up this tight end position. It's a unique. They're lacking a tight end right now, basically. Isaiah Likely can be that person when he comes back. Now, do we expect him to be back week 3? I don't know, but he should be back soon. But I think Isaiah Likely is going to be, he'll become very important to this Ravens offense, and you're going to want to add him now before it's too late. He's rostered in 7% of leagues because of the injury. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, you're thinking to yourself, why would I add this guy? Take a look. QB3 week 1, QB5 so far in week 2. Who would have thunk it? I drafted a good amount of him in best ball. I drafted him over AR. The tush push is helping Daniel Jones a lot. He had 6 tries on the tush push in week 2, had the rushing touchdown. He obviously had 2 rushing touchdowns in week 1. He is fantasy relevant. He might even be a fantasy start for week 3 against the Titans. They have some good matchups coming up on their schedule as well, all the way through week 6 to the Cardinals. He's looked good. 300 passing yards on average the first 2 weeks. Only 1 passing touchdown, which is all right, but the rushing touchdowns are helping him a lot. I probably have to put Daniel Jones as a top 10 quarterback. Yeah, you heard it. He's rostered in 21% of leagues. Dyami Brown is somebody that should also be rostered. The upside probably isn't as high here because he's going to be the wide receiver 3 at best. You have Travis Hunter and BTJ. What if one gets injured? You have Parker Washington too. Take a look at Dyami Brown. He's out there for a good amount of snaps. Brings in the touchdown. We saw this with Kayshon Boutte. Don't get fooled by the points because it's touchdown dependent, right? Without the touchdown, it's not as exciting of a day. So don't blow the budget on this guy. He's really just like a bench depth type piece. With an injury, maybe he gets boosted up to wide receiver 2, and then you're more excited. He should be rostered, though. He is involved, averaging 12 points the first 2 weeks, 1 touchdown through 2 weeks. And really, in week 2, one of these 2 targets that he dropped a wide open touchdown. He dropped right to him. He dropped it. Would have been another 8 points to his day. So that would have made people go crazy on him. So Dyami Brown, only rostered in 2% of leagues. Keep an eye on him. Another person only I'm saying his name, only rostered in 2% of leagues. The final name of this video is Hunter Renfrow. Now, he's not even on. Surprisingly enough, he's not even here on the system. But Hunter Renfrow comes out, and he has been involved. Don't forget, he was cut. Hunter Renfrow was cut by the Panthers. Then you have the Jalen Coker going to IR news. They bring him back, and he's been pretty involved. Week 1, 6 targets. Only brings in 2 of them for 11 yards. Not good. However, week 2, 9 targets. Brings in 7. 48 yards. 12 points. But he has the touchdown as well. So, pretty solid. 24-point day from what I'm looking at. 2 touchdowns. Only rostered in 2% of leagues. Are you excited about it? I don't know. Keep in mind the upside will go down once Jalen Coker's back, but that won't be for a little bit. He's on IR. So Hunter Renfrow could have a role here in the future. I'm actually excited. I think Renfrow could be the wide receiver 2 over Leggett in this offense. So he is somebody that could be borderline flex play if we see this the next week or 2. I'm going to have to rank him as a flex play tight end. So those are the waiver wire targets, my favorite options for week 3. Let me know if you got any questions down there in the comments for what amount of FAAB to spend on these players. Thanks for watching.